to share delight, to be full of happiness. M'sameach kala, to make our strong amen. Amen means that I can believe in this, I can almost lean into this, and I can be given support from the strength of the amens that we offer to the blessings that I'll be sharing, and Yoav also. And I encourage you also to spend a few moments with your personal best wishes for Ruti and Ina today. And I always think that there is a sort of a deal that if we succeed in making Ruti and Ina happy on this day, we get welcome here in the name of God. You are all most welcome in this place of God. Mi'adeh al hakol, baruch al hakol, migadol al hakol. May the one most mighty, most blessed, and most great yivarech et kala et hakala. May God bless this bride, this bride. You may be seated. Kola, may I please have the ring? Kola, thank you very much indeed. You may be seated. Thank you. Do you want to stay for this bit? You can stay if you want. Thank you. A ring is a perfect marker of commitment. It holds as a perfect, almost like a force field, a world outside from that which is excellent. Ruti, I'm going to ask you, would you please just pass the flowers down for just a few moments, and Ina also maybe to you. Thank you. Ruti, can I ask you just to lift that ring up for a few moments so that we can see that it's clearly your ring? And I would like you to repeat the following words, word after me. Please make sure you address Ina as you do so, and Ina, when Ruti is done, the ring will go on your right index finger. Hare.
Hare. At.
Mikudeshet. Li.
Betabat.
Zu.
Kedat.
Moshe.
Israel.
And Shuli, I need to make sure you're happy that a proper kinyan has been performed on that ring and we have performed Kiddushin.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Kola, thank you very much. You may be seated. Jenny, may I have the other ring, please? Fantastic. Thank you. Do you want to come and stand here for a few moments? I have here this ring which Ina will be giving to Ruti. I need to ask you, are you happy that this ring appears to be at least the value of a small copper coin?
Yes.
Excellent. Ina, can I ask you please, Shenya, would you please give this ring to Ina? Thank you very much. Ina, will you lift this ring up so that we can see that this is clearly your ring? And can you repeat the following phrase, word after me, and please address Ruti as you do so. And Ruti, when Ina is done, the ring will go on your right index finger. Hare. At. Mikudeshet. Li. Betabat. Zu. Kedat. Moshe. V'Yisrael. And again, to Shuli Ukali, are you happy that a kinyan has been performed on this ring and Kiddushin also? Fantastic. Thank you.
Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam יצרנו מאיר אדוני אלוהינו יישמע בערי יהודה ובחוצות ירושלים כל כלה כל חסון וכל שמחה כל כלה וכל כלה כל מצהלות כלות מחופתן ונערים ממשתה נגינתה.
May God illuminate your life and be gracious to you. May God lift up God's face towards you and grant you a blessing of shalom, peace. Amen. I said just as we began this ceremony,
it's a strange thing to be a Kalat right in morning. I'll say a few words after I'll start. I have a request to make. We planned this to be a very interactive and playful evening, not very formal, as we're kilometers. So he worked hard all his life, and at the end of his career, he was deputy public prosecutor of the Russian Federation. In the military ranks, it was Colonel General. For those of us who may know Soviet history, he was reinvestigating the murder of Kirov that happened in the 1930s, or the Tbilisi affair of 1989. And he was also working in the archives on rehabilitation of the victims of Stalin's purges, including lots of writers. First of all, thank you all very much for your generous gifts. So we plan our honeymoon towards the end of the year when it will be depths of winter. My people asking me why this specific place. My view was always, you know, when you see these tourist photographs, these huts that just hang around above the ocean when you just jump into the ocean from your doorstep. So I'm really looking forward to it. Okay. Now, I want to talk about miracles. And the first miracle for me is the fact that we are here in this house of prayer of Jewish studies, house of God. Only 10 years ago, if somebody would have told me that I'll be regularly going to the synagogue, I'll be praying, I would have said that they're crazy. Now my first quiz question. Once I was asked in a, I can't remember, it was like a form to fill, and I was asked which religion I was brought up with. So question to you, what do you think I put on this form? Shout out.
Seventh-day Adventist.
Communism.
Rastafarianism.
Rastafarianism, Russian Orthodox. Communism was the closest. I put Marxism, Leninism. That's a proper name. That's a proper name. So I was brought up with the opinion religion is the opium of the masses, and the absolutely iron-fisted argument, our pilots flew into the sky and they didn't see any God there. That was actually a real reason for fighting religion. And we met. Okay. Options: in a synagogue, at a friend's party, on a dating app, at a business conference. Shout your
Business
friends. I'm both very proud and very ashamed to say it was a dating app. Which by itself was a miracle, because both of us absolutely hated the experience. For me, the swiping thingy, left-right, felt so dehumanizing. It's like going through a bag of potatoes. So, and it happened that both of us decided, okay, we'll just delete this app, really hated it. And it was almost like the last attempt, we just looked through the photos and we clicked each other and started talking. That's how it happened. I lost my father, and she agreed to wait for the mourning period to pass. I would very much like to thank Pasha, who is with his relatives, and her mom, and obviously her dad, for bringing up such an incredible person. Frankly speaking, normally I don't do speeches. Debating is really more my type of thing. And Ruti, and Agin also, yes. And Ruti has already revealed some intricate details of our first meeting. Well, besides like debating, I'm also a big OCD, so I went back to the dating app. I signed myself back to the dating app to basically, because you know there is a history, chat history that you could pull up just to check exactly what happened. But people often ask to find out who was the first one, who wrote to whom, and I have to admit it was me, but for a very unusual reason. So, as Ruti said, that was the last day of me being on the app. So I was like looking at the app and swiping photos left, 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 till I came to one very unusual photo. In this photo, there was a woman wearing talit, as you saw today, in a kippah,
And she held shofar. For those who don't know, shofar is a ram's horn about 1 meter long on a LGBT dating app.
What was that?
It's like ram's horn.
Oh, ram's horn.
Yeah, it's used for Rosh Hashanah, New Year, to blow the horn, to make sound, to welcome the New Year. So it's like that. So as I said, it was something unusual for the dating app. Unless this dating app could be called like Jewish Geek United or something like that, but that wasn't the case. Okay, so for all single people, Kevin in particular, you should sort of pay attention. Maybe that's something you need to do to improve your profile. Just put some unusual people.
Ram's horn, I've got it.
But that's not it. So here's a summary of what exactly happened. I'm saving it for posterity, so though now when I read it, I cringe, and I admit that I really look like a complete dickhead. Okay, here we start. 9th of May 2021, 12 o'clock, midday. Ina. Hi there. Ruti. Hi, it's Ruti. And how was your day? 7 p.m. Ina. So initial message was at 12, right? So Ruti replied, I'm writing back to her many hours.
7 hours later.
7 hours later.
Good math.
Going well, managed to finish what I wanted to do work-wise, passed by an antique market, and now watching some old episode of The Lines of Duty. This is police drama. And now I'm just sorting some old papers out. Ruti answers immediately, 2 minutes later. Do you often work on the weekends? My current job, thankfully, doesn't require this from me, but in the past, I often did the same. Ruti continues. You asked me before on the app what I'm looking for a woman, in a woman. Kindness, integrity, smartness, and sense of humor. But I'm just out of the 15 years of marriage, so not looking for anybody in particular. Just want to socialize with people. I'm open to anything. And how about you? What are you after? Ina, at 9 o'clock. Give me a second, I'm talking to my mom. Ruti, no worries, don't rush. You text when you have time. Ina immediately tries to call. Ruti doesn't answer. Ina, so faster to speak. Okay, then no text. Ruti, apologies, I'm at a lesson. Can I call you later? Sure, it's best to talk. Ina, okay, yes. Ina continues. Listen, if you know each other and hopefully become friends, who knows, maybe more, it's easy to play it in the open. This is me. Happy to see your profile. Saves a lot of time explaining. In the sense, your LinkedIn profile. Ruti, I'm at the
How
lesson.
romantic.
Ruti, oh, I'm still at the lesson. Is it okay if I look in 30 or 40 minutes? Ina, okay then. Well, we'll explain as to whom I look for, and it will make things a bit clearer when I say I'm looking for somebody compatible. Obviously. My partner and I need to match character-wise and fancy each other. But I also need someone who is okay with the volatile nature of my industry and be representative enough for me to be able to bring her to various corporate events. So I don't want to embarrass myself and then I'll be life forward and not backwards. I need a good person to watch my back and find to make it big. And these are the types of people my partner needs to be comfortable with. And guess what? And here, in a sense, another LinkedIn profile of one of your major investors. Ruti didn't send any corporate articles back, though I'm sure she has plenty. But what she did, she sent a photo of her in a lovely blue dress. I was smitten, and the corporate jargon went out of the window. I was in love with her before we have ever met in person. And when I met Ruti first time, I didn't pay attention to the tennis gear she was in. All I saw was a gorgeous woman with kind eyes and infectious smile and a heart of gold. And since then, never mind how much and how often we argued about Torah, who should obtain the birthright, and whether Ishmael and Hagar should or shouldn't get inheritance, and whether Abraham did something wrong, or so on and so forth. Somehow we managed to find our way back to each other. It seemed that there was never an option for us not to be together. From the early day, it has really been like a marriage between us. And everyone has his or her love story, but what's so amazing about ours is that there was such a strong bond and connection, and this connection is difficult to describe. It feels that somehow I have to be around you. I can't explain, but I really feel it. You have a mixture of fire and grace and poise, and there is a sense of calmness inside you. And you show this poise and grace every single day. And you constantly surprise me with your generosity and kindness. From a high-level professional to a fluent Hebrew speaker to a professional tennis player, a professional shooter, both in judo archery and normal shooting, you literally can accomplish anything you put your mind to. One of my favorite quote reads, "You can easily judge a character of a person, but by how he treats those who can do nothing for him." And if it holds true, Ruti, you have the most incredible character and heart. You see the best intention everywhere, and you see intention and actions through a positive lens. You have more integrity than anybody I have ever met, and your heart is always in the best places. You are the happiest when people you love and cherish experience success, and you find such pleasure in seeing somebody you love do well. And there is nobody else who makes me laugh and cry for a good reason, and who knows my quirks better than anybody else. And so to my gorgeous wife, there was nobody on this earth I would have been rather waiting at the end of that aisle today. Whatever life has in store for us, I will always be beside you and on your side. Wherever you go, I'll go. Wherever you will live, I will live. Your people are my people, and your God is my God. I love you.
So wedding song called Vomerale. It's on the page 3, and we want to ask Antire to join and sing with Ina and with our gorgeous band. And my
Кружится, вертится наша юность. Кавалер барышню хочет украсть. Кружится, вертится наша юность. Кавалер барышню сльозах